Hi, Saikal.
Yes, hello, sir.
How are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
Uh, Today's demo is on code migration into
Yes,
AWS.
yes. Today is the demo about the code migration to AWS repository. I will show the diagram, architectural diagram. So uh, the solution is we have the local computer, and also we had the GitHub server, right? So if we want to commit some of the if we have some of the project and we need to get some of the files, so easily we can use the AWS code commit to get the file from the GitHub and put to our local computer. So this is our local computer. This is AWS code commit services, and this is the GitHub server. So we can push pull request in the project if we need some of the files, if we edit some files or we have some changes, we always can use the code commit and GitHub server to upload our file for our local computer. So this is my introduction about code commit. So this is the source and version control services offered by AWS. Why we use this code commit? Because it's code commit. We have built and deploy environment in AWS. If you run in the dev stage and production on AWS using AWS services, code commit is the closest Git repository and an easy to integrate option. So it's fully managed and it's very secure and it's very scalable and highly available by default. Also, it works with Git tools, so developer finds no differences while working with code commit. User management permission to the repository in code commit is given through IAM. It eliminates the need to create user in the source control system by leveraging the already existing IAM users. So this is more secure. Code commits help you own private repository with granular access to them, so it's highly secure. So that's why the code commit is good to use for the most of the projects. Also, I want to show the performance task for this demo. So first of all, we need to set up IAM user. We need to choose AWS code commit full access. This gives complete access to all repositories. We need to set up HTTPS Git credential for this code commit. We need to configure the AWS CLI on your local machine. We need to create code commit repository where our file will be committed. And we need to clone the Git repository. You want to migrate to your local system and save it in a directory. So first, what we need to do for this task, we need to set up an IAM user. And we need to give permission for code commit full access. And also we need to save our credential in CSV file when we download it, because we need to be use it for CLI and also when we doing the pushing git commit commands. So let's start. And after that, we will create Git code commit repository in our AWS services. So first of all, what I need to do is set up IAM user. So I'm going to my AWS console. This is my AWS console. Okay. let me first to know my I'm going to my IAM user. Here I am going to create one user. So add user. Let's call it test. I will choose the access key. So I will attach the existing policy, AWS code commit full access. Oops. Commit full access. Next, I don't need to mention any keyword here. So I'm creating user. So here I create one user and I call it test. So here you have to go to security credential and go to HTTPS get credential for AWS code commit. So you have to generate credentials. So this is my username. So let me take a copy and paste it some of this here. And here, this is my password. So I need to be use it for. So I'm closing it. Okay, next step. When I'm creating IAM user, next step I have to go. We choose the policy for this, attach the policy. We generate credentials. So now I'm going to my terminal and running command for AWS CLI. So I think I already have it. So let's go to my terminal. So now I'm running command AWS -- version. So here you can see I have AWS CLI 2.4.10. Now next command is AWS code commit help. This is confirm code commit command works on the CLI by running. So yes, it's work for me. So this AWS code commit, it's working. So next, what I want to do, I need to run command AWS configure. Here I need to provide the access key ID, which I save it here. So this is my ID numbers. And it's asking me about the secret access key. So my secret access key is so the default region I will be put enter. So next step is I have to go to my AWS console and I need to create one code commit repository. So for this one, we already finished this configuration for credentials on my local machine. So after that, I'm going to create code commit repository. So I'm going to my AWS console and running, typing code commit. So here. So I'm creating the repository, and for repository name, I give, let's say, test file, create. Okay, next step, I need to using the sample git repository command in the terminal. So I'm using git clone, and here the https github.com. This is my GitHub repositories, the URL code. So I'm going to my GitHub, and I want to migrate this file to my local machine. So for this, I'm copying this URL, https. So now I'm running command git clone -- mirror, copy paste my git credentials, and here I'm giving the name for the file test, let's say test1. So it's cloning me. So this is, I already cloned it, so test1. Now after that, when I'm successfully migrate the git repository to code commit, I need to, for code commit, I need to run command and I need to take the URL of my HTTPS file. Oh. So before that, I have to go to the directory where I have my file. So here I'm running command O. Yes. So here I'm successfully migrate the Git repository to my code commit repository. So next step, so I want to show you on my code commit AWS. So if you go to inside of the test file, you will see on my GitHub the code, all of my file which is inside of my GitHub repository. I was migrated to code commit in AWS. So this is all the steps what you can do it when you want to migrate. And also I want to show you one thing. If you have some changes or you want to add some file, for example, if I want to add file, like I said, WordPress, let's say WordPress, hello world. So I commit new file. So on my GitHub, I put the new files and it calls WordPress. So I want to this WordPress file go committed to my AWS code commit repository. So because I'm not have it yet here. So what I'm doing, I'm running command one more time. I'm go back and I'm running command git clone, and let's take it 3. Okay, and if you see before I have 25, 25. Now I have 26 because I add one more file. So what I'm doing is I'm going to this directory. Now I'm migrated. So I'm using command git push -all, and I successfully migrate my one more file to my code commit repository. So if I can go to my code commit repository, you can see here my WordPress file, it's here. So this is the way how you can update or make some changes in your file. And if you want to migrate this code from your GitHub to your local machine, you can use all of this way. Sir, this is all what I want to show today.
Yeah, okay, done, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's stop recording.